Hi, today I'm going to show you how to do a false tip with the sensationail gel nail kit. The first thing that you're going to want to do is prepare the nail. So all I'm doing is filing the surface off. Then, with a lint-free wipe, just wipe the nail to get rid of the dust. So, next thing that you'll need is your nail tips. And you're going to size your tip with the nail that you want to do. So you need to make sure that it's touching the edge of the nail on each side, just right down to the edge. So next, I like to just give it a file first, just on the well, just so that you don't have to file it a lot when it's on the nail. If you get on the corners especially, because it's quite hard to file right up to the corners once it's on your nail. Next, just get some glue, just normal nail glue like if you were doing acrylic nails. Put a small blob in the well and just spread it out. Then you want to pull the nail down at an angle until you hear the click or feel the click, and then just hold it down for 5 or 10 seconds until you can feel it sticking. If you just push your skin out the way as well, make sure that it's not stuck onto your skin. And then just wipe away the glue. Now this is a really good tool to have. You can use normal nail clippers, but I find this is easier. So cut the nail down to size. I usually just leave it a bit longer, just to make the room for filing. So next, file the nail into shape. I like mine square. Make sure you file down the sides as well so that nail's flush with the natural nail. Okay, so once you've got the nail to the shape you want, you need to take a coarser file and just start filing down the false nail so it makes it flush with the actual nail. And while you're doing it, if you just take another one of your nails and go down, if you can still feel a little ridge, then it's not ready yet. You need to make sure it's completely flush with the nail, otherwise you'll be able to see the ridge. When if you see that one's completely, there's no gap there or anything. So just keep filing. Make sure you're not touching your natural nail too much. Make sure you're just filing the false tip as much as possible. Okay, so it shouldn't take too long. That's nearly done. If you just keep looking at it from the side, you'll also be able to see when the nail's ready. So I'm happy with that. The next thing I'm going to do is get the buffing block and just go from the coarsest to the smoothest. Just concentrating mostly on that join. just as you go, and just keep feeling it. See if you can feel any lumps or bumps, and just make sure you really get rid of them and make it as smooth as possible before you start applying the gel. Okay, once you're happy with it, just need to rough the nail up again, just a little bit, so the gel will stick. Make sure you're happy with that shape. And then just give it a wipe over with your cleanser. So if you can see there, it's very flush with the natural nail, and that's what you need to go for. So the next thing is to just, as you normally would, start with your primer. Apply the primer to the natural nail and the nail tip, and allow that to dry for a few seconds. Then I'm going to go on with my base and top coat. Just a thin layer over the entire nail. And obviously make sure you cap the end of the nail as well. Okay, and just cure for 30 seconds. Now you can use any colour obviously, but I'm going to go for the baby doll pink just because of I like my nails quite natural, and if you do use the baby doll pink it does come out as a kind of French finish because you can see the white natural coloured tip underneath. So it's kind of a very subtle French style. Okay, so applying that. Now if you find that, I find that sometimes if I'm using a dark colour, you can see that it's kind of receded back from the edge. Now if you want to stop that from happening, well, you can either cure a couple of nails at once, 2 nails, and then take them out, do another 2, put them in. What I found is if you wipe over after every coat and then apply it, it doesn't slip back. So just applying the first coat of pink. And go off for a minute. Now these tips that I've got here, you can buy them from any nail supplier. I just got mine off eBay. They're about £2 for 500 tips. I've got those, I've got some white ones, I've got some, you can get coloured ones. I haven't tried the coloured ones yet. I don't know if they're going to work because obviously you need to file down. It might make it so that it's too light or it breaks. So I'll do a video of doing it with the coloured ones when they come. It takes ages when you're waiting for it. So, applying another coat of the pink. and cure again for a minute. Okay, and then just obviously one more coat of the clear. And under for 30 seconds. Okay, and wipe off the sticky excess. To finish, just a drop of cuticle oil and rub it in. And that's how you apply a false tip with the sensationail system gel nails.